welcome back. I hope everybody had a really good day. It was kind of a rainy day today, wasn't it? It rained. We couldn't go for a walk or play outside today because it rained most of the day. It was kind of gloomy and gray. And because it was such a rainy day today, it made me think. It made me wonder something. And I had a question. And I'm super glad you guys are here with me because maybe you guys could help me answer the question. Today I was wondering, why does it rain? Question mark. You guys know what that is, right? I was wondering that. Why does it rain? And then I thought, you know what? We could maybe do an experiment and figure out why it rains. Maybe that would give us our answer if we do a little rain experiment. Do you guys want to do that with me? All right, so the first thing I have here is my cup of water. This cup of water is going to be all the water that's on the earth. There's water in oceans and lakes and rivers and ponds and streams. There's ocean on the mountains. There's ocean on the grass. There's water on the mountains. There's water on the grass. There's water on plants. There's water in the dirt. There's water everywhere. So this is going to be all the water on the earth. So what happens to this water is when the sun is shining and it's nice and hot and it's shining down on that water, it makes the water kind of go away a little bit, and we call it evaporation. Can you guys say evaporation? That hot sun evaporates the water, and that water kind of goes up into the air. Isn't that super cool? And it goes up into the sky, and that water makes the clouds. So I have some shaving cream here. Your daddies might use this. And we're going to pretend the shaving cream are the clouds up in the sky. So all that water on the earth, the sun shines down on it, and it makes some of that water, not all of the water, but some of that water, it makes it evaporate and go up into the sky, and it makes it into clouds. So here are my clouds, my big fluffy white clouds. Now, because those clouds are basically made of water, the more water that evaporates from the earth and goes up into those clouds, it makes those clouds so heavy. There's so much water that goes in those clouds, and those clouds can't hold the water for too long when they get that heavy. The water has to come out. So eventually, the water comes out of the clouds. Do you guys see it? Because the clouds had too much water in them, they got too heavy and they had to let some of it out, and it starts to rain. When the clouds get too heavy, it starts to rain. See all that rain coming down? And then that water goes back down into the earth, and it's back in the oceans, back in the lakes, back in the ponds, back in the streams, back down there, and then that sun shines again. It makes that water evaporate, makes it kind of disappear and come back up into the sky, and it makes more clouds. And those clouds get full of condensation. It gets full of that water. They can't hold that water anymore, and boom, it rains some more. So today it was raining because all of those clouds had too much water in it. They were getting too heavy. They had to let some out. And that's good, because when it rains, when the clouds let all of that water out and it rains, it comes down and it helps our plants grow, and it helps the leaves grow on the trees, and it helps the flowers, and it helps everything down here get some water. It helps animals get some water, so it's good that it rains. It's good that those clouds have to let out that water sometimes, right? So this is a kind of a fun experiment that maybe you want to try at home. And we're going to do this again in a couple of days, only we're going to try and make a rainbow next time. Instead of just rain, we're going to try to make a rainbow. So that will be kind of fun. But I have a really fun song for you, and then I want to draw you a little picture on my whiteboard. So I'm going to put my rain experiment over here. We'll let it keep raining over here. And I want to sing you the water cycle song, because what we just talked about is the water cycle, and it's really fun. It goes like this. It goes, water travels in a cycle, yes it does. Water travels in a cycle, yes it does. It goes up as evaporation, forms clouds as condensation, comes down as precipitation, yes it does. Should we try and draw that out? Okay, so I'm going to draw some water on the earth. should we draw a lake? Let's draw a lake, and that lake is full of water. And then let's draw the sun up in the sky. That sun is shining down, those rays of the sun are shining down on the earth, shining down on that water, making it evaporate. So that sun is making some of the water evaporate. So that water goes back up into the sky in little drops and forms those clouds. And those clouds get full of those drops of water, and fuller and fuller and fuller, all those drops of water that are coming up from the lake and the oceans and the streams. Oh, and that cloud is getting full. Guys, it's getting so full. It's getting fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller and fuller, and it can't handle it anymore. And pretty soon it has to rain. That cloud has to let some of that water out. And then it goes back down into the lakes and the oceans and the streams and the rivers. And then the sun shines and it goes back up. So it goes up and in the clouds, and then it comes back down, and that's a cycle. Should we sing our song again? Water travels in a cycle, yes it does. Water travels in a cycle, yes it does. It goes up in evaporation, forms clouds of condensation, comes down as precipitation, yes it does. Now you guys know the secret of why it rains. You know that there's a water cycle. Isn't that so cool? I'm going to post a bunch of links about the water cycle songs for you guys today so that you can look at them and listen to them, and maybe you even want to try and sing this song with a grown-up in your house or your brothers and your sisters. I hope that you guys have a super, super fun day, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.